Yay, the kids are finally asleep.
So do you feel like...
Playing a game?
I've got a feeling a boss fight's coming up.
Ooh, I just got wrecked.
Headshot, baby.
Ooh, it's your turn to get the baby.
So are you up to the challenge?
Run, 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 run.
And we're dead.
That's when I realized I have no idea what I'm doing.
GG.
And we're back with another episode of the Gamer Parents Podcast. This is episode 77. And my name is Joanne. And I'm joined by my wonderful and handsome and loving and supportive husband, Kevin.
So many good adjectives you just threw in there. To make this the new intro. No, I'm just kidding. Hello there.
Well, Valentines was just over, so I'm still, love is still in the air. Anyways, we'll kick off this episode with our usual updates on life. So I'll hand it over to Kevin. How has your week been going?
Yeah, so this last week we had Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't go like super crazy for Valentine's Day. It's the traditional flowers, cards,
For each
occasionally a box of chocolates, which I've
Yes.
leaned away from some just because you're not a huge sweets person.
Yeah, you end
Or
up
they
eating
last.
them all.
Yeah, I'll end up eating them over the next few months, or you end up eating them.
Yeah. Actually, a few days, not months.
True. But something that we have been doing on Valentine's Day the last 2 years
Mm-hmm.
has been kind of a new tradition for us, which is we do a Valentine's Day piñata.
Yes, and it's like the whole Valentine's Day thing switched from being about you and me to entertaining the kids now, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, they get all kinds of little goodies from either us or school.
Mhm.
And I don't know where the idea came from. Last year we just did a piñata
Yeah.
on Valentine's Day, and then this
Mhm.
year we just did the same thing. So
And they get a box of chocolate each from their grandpa and grandma, as well
Yeah.
as teddy bear, a yearly teddy bear from grandpa and grandma as well.
yeah,
So yeah, we don't go all out for each other, but I guess for the children, it's like a whole different thing with the grandparents and pouring
they
love
get
on
spoiled.
them. Yes.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, so the whole piñata thing started last year. It was a teddy bear piñata last year, and this year it's a heart-shaped piñata.
But this piñata was extremely durable. It's like
I
the
know.
kids were just whacking it as hard as they can, pretty hard. But it was not budging at all.
I thought the funny part was when their stick that they're using all came apart
Yeah,
before the
stick
piñata.
was the bat was falling apart before the piñata
Yeah.
was. I mean, it's not like a super durable thing that they give you with the piñata,
Yeah.
but still, the piñata, nothing was really happening to it. We had to eventually take a break and take some scissors and cut into it
Uh-huh.
just to weaken it a little bit.
I know, it's crazy.
And then even after that, I took a few turns to just hit it harder because
Uh-huh.
I can hit it harder than they can, and that kind of helped. After all of that, finally, when they were hitting it, some stuff would come out, but we had to help them a little bit because that piñata was extra sturdy.
Mm-hmm. But it was fun. I just love to see the pictures that were taken from, when the piñata burst and all the confetti come out. And then
Tons of confetti.
I know, and then which we adults end up cleaning after that.
Yeah, that was a huge mess. I think we started just grabbing handfuls of the confetti to
Yeah.
clean up, and then pretty early on we just ended up grabbing a leaf blower thing.
Yeah,
That would suck up all the leaves though,
Mhm.
but all the confetti, I should say.
yeah, the vacuum kind from the
Yeah.
leaf blower.
Yeah. Reversing it or whatever into a vacuum. So
Yeah.
that cleaned up the confetti way better.
And faster.
Yeah, but there was so much. It was out of that one little piñata. I don't know how there was that much confetti in there.
Yeah, but it was cool to see the kids rush over for candy.
Yeah, I think I like piñatas better in a smaller setting, just our family versus when there's tons of kids and people get hit with the bat and there's when the candy comes out, all the kids go crazy.
Stampede.
And it's a little bit more controlled this way.
Yeah, that's true. And of course, it was just so cute because another tradition is to dress our kids up on Valentine's in like little cute hearts outfits with like, words that says Daddy's Valentine or stuff like that. And then to take their pictures with all the confetti around them. That's like totally me. I'm so into that stuff.
Yeah, but it was fun. I think everyone had a good time. Valentine's Day was awesome.
Yeah.
If anyone listening celebrated Valentine's Day, hopefully you had a good Valentine's Day as well.
Yep.
What else happened this week?
Let's see. I had another Galentine's hosted by my mentor mom.
Different than the one you talked about last week, right?
Yeah, different. This one is just like one group of like 6 women, 6 moms of preschoolers together. And our mentor mom, who is an older mom with like older kids, just like guiding us and helping us get through this tough season of early motherhood. So she's from Venezuela, and she cooked this Venezuelan dish called arepas, and it was really yummy.
I feel like you pronounced that really well.
Arepas. It's actually like kind of like I don't know, have you had a sopes before? It's like like that stuffed pocket tortilla.
Oh, kind of. I think so.
Yeah, but this one is using a different kind of flour. It's not regular flour. It's like maize, ground maize, and then they kind of like make it into like a pocket.
Okay.
Like your hot pockets, but with
I'm sure a lot better.
Yeah, sure, a lot better. But it was nice. I love tasting like foods from different cultures, and this was my first time eating this Venezuelan food. And yeah, I would definitely be open to try more Venezuelan food, or just go to Venezuela with you, Kevin.
Yeah, another option.
Yeah, fly there and just enjoy arepas.
It's probably a lot easier to find Venezuelan food around here.
That's true. And then of course, I think I went to the library again. Same thing, same routine, borrowing books.
How many books did you rent this time?
10.
Or not rent, because technically they're
Borrowed.
10,
Yeah.
10 more?
10 more, yeah. I don't pay rent for the books. I'm joking, baby. And Faith got sick. I don't know from what. Definitely not from the books. But she got sick, and it's normal, when Dylan starts going to school more, kids get more sick every single time. So I wouldn't go into much details about it, but the only thing I have to complain is how long it always takes to bring a kid to the doctors. A doctor's visit always takes so long for some reason. And
well, kids aren't good at waiting very long.
Yes, they get restless.
Yeah, and often aren't really that patient. And not to mention, they don't really like anything that doctors want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, even then they'd have to do like a nose swab.
Yes.
And she fought it with every ounce of strength that she had.
Yes. Anyways.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot tougher having a little one in there than when they're older, or us. That'd be so much easier, right, if it was just us, if we could do it for them.
Yeah.
But
that's
we can't.
True. I think at that moment, I wish I had the superpowers to kind of like have X-ray vision and figure out what's wrong with her body without, going through all that. Like we could see every germ and bacteria.
Yeah, that's true. I think up until now, I thought X-ray vision was kind of a lame superpower. But now you just pointed out one way it would be useful.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's about my week. I told you, I was so wiped out with the doctor's visit. I didn't even have any energy left to game much at night.
Yeah, plus with Faith just being sick, I think she hasn't slept as well.
Yeah.
So I know there's at least a few nights in this last week where she's been up at the middle of the night, which means we're up in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And so...
What is sleep anymore when you're in a
lot of times it's just let's just go to sleep early because she might wake up in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And if we don't go to sleep early, then we're going to be feeling it the next day.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel like, it's been a rough week.
It has. It's been a wonderful week as well, but a rough week.
Yeah. I do have something fun to talk about, though, that happened before Faith got sick. Was this last weekend, Dylan and I went to a birthday party.
Oh yeah, that's
of
so fun,
a boy in his school turning 5, and it was at this like ninja gym for kids place. I forget like the exact name of it, but that's basically what it was.
Yeah.
And the theme of the birthday party was cool. It was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Ah, that's why the ninjas.
Yes.
With the ninja.
So it's a Ninja Turtle themed party at like a ninja gym studio place. And they had like all kinds of like nets for kids to like climb up, like kind of like a rock wall kind of thing to like climb up. They had like monkey bar kind of stuff.
All the obstacle courses.
Like, yeah, like all kinds of like stuff that's pretty difficult for 5-year-olds at least. But that didn't stop them from trying.
Yeah.
And it didn't stop them from just like running around like crazy in this big open space. Mm-hmm. And all the grown-ups just kind of sat there and watched as their kids burned off all of their energy. Or that's what we were kind of hoping for. You know, of course, they get loaded up with cake afterwards, but they enjoyed it. Dylan did too. He was a little bit more hesitant on a lot of things, like not really wanting to risk falling or anything like that. So he was kind of like a little more nervous with some stuff, it seemed like. But he, it seemed like he had a good time. And, you know, I had fun watching him do stuff that he's never really got to try before.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Can be the next Naruto. Ooh, ninja.
And he got introduced to like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Which I don't think he really knew of beforehand. So that's kind of neat. He got to learn like their names and the different colors that they are.
Yeah.
And he got to learn how Michelangelo was the best one, according to me.
Yes.
He was always my favorite. Mm-hmm. And I also thought it was cool because maybe this is a segue into our gaming talk, but Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is also like the big thing in Fortnite right now.
Yes.
Which is a game that we've been playing this last week. A little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe just like once or twice.
Twice, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. And we did that on our stream this last Tuesday. So we were live playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fortnite.
Yeah.
And it's cool. We haven't been playing Fortnite a ton, but I think this is probably one of the better seasons of the times we have been playing it. I do think there's some pretty cool stuff that they have in the game right now. All the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle weapons you can get.
Yeah.
The bow staff, the sais, the nunchucks, and Leonardo's sword. But it's cool. They're all pretty similar, but it's like a fun melee weapon that you can use, and they're pretty decent.
Yeah.
And they're kind of fun to use. They like make you whip around like kind of fast, so
yeah,
makes you a little bit harder to hit when you're using them, which is nice. And there's also a few other items in the game this season that they've added that are fun. Like there's that briefcase that you throw out and then it becomes a turret.
Yeah, I love that because I can't really like.
There was one time like you took on like a team of 3 by yourself because you just like threw that turret down and then they ignored it and the turret just like killed them.
Yeah, the turret's pretty strong, especially if you don't have time to aim and shoot at them. So it's like the turret kind of like locks onto the enemies and start shooting. So yeah, I really like that.
Turret's pretty good.
And
pretty
the best
strong.
Thing is you could pick it up
after
you use
afterwards. After you don't worry about like using it or like wasting it because like if it doesn't get destroyed, you can just pick it back up and then take it with you to your next fight. So that's pretty cool. Also, they have that invisibility.
Yeah,
I forget what it's called.
It's camouflage,
stealth, EMP, something?
I think.
Oh.
Camouflage.
Yeah, so it makes you invisible for I don't know how long.
Yeah.
But long enough for you to like sneak up on the enemies and then pop out of invisibility and start shooting at them. So that's kind of fun. I don't remember anyone using that on us, but I remember us using it on other people a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was kind of a cool thing that they have in the game right now. But other than that, it wasn't really nothing else. Thing, right? You did buy a skin.
I like how
have a skin. Now you're the only one of us that has a skin that's not the free one.
Yeah, I did get a skin because I was like listening to Kevin say that we should get a skin in like a few episodes ago. So I was like, okay, let's get a skin. So I just like went ahead and buy a skin, and Kevin's like, you bought a skin?
I thought you could like grind for them or like unlock them in the battle pass. I don't know. I don't know enough about how Fortnite works yet, but it seems like a lot of the free stuff in battle passes is not skins. So we might have to actually buy one. But if that's the case, I'm just waiting for one that I like.
Yeah. And the skin I got was like Queen of Hearts or something because it's Valentines. And I figured like Queen of Hearts is you can be using it like throughout the year too, because I like Queen of Hearts.
Sure. Yeah.
And then I think I like the drop, like they'll have the drops in the shape of like the Ninja Turtle heads.
Yes. Yep.
But that's like so cool. It's like a hot air balloon, but the balloon's shape of the head of different characters from the Ninja Turtles.
And that's what weapon they drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's so cute. Something different.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's how you get their special weapons or whatever. What else have we been playing?
I've been just on my mobile game, and recently there was a mini game within my Puzzles and Survival Resident Evil Edition. That mini game is like a water sorting thing on a test tube.
That's one thing I would say about the game that you're playing. Like the actual game doesn't seem that fun to me, but like the mini games that they add in seem more fun to me. And like I know sometimes you'll have me like help you with those, and those I do enjoy those.
Yeah.
But go on, tell us about this mini game thing that did they just add this?
Yeah, it happens once in a while. They'll switch, they'll rotate. Every 3 days is a different mini game. So right now I don't have that game anymore on my phone. I mean that mini game anymore in
It's gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh, it was fast.
I know.
Short-lived.
That was like 3 days only.
Okay.
And then you installed a game that's similar to that mini game.
Basically the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's called Water Sort Puzzle.
Yes, Water Sort Puzzle. I installed on my phone earlier today, and I am now on level 67.
Okay, so you explain how it's done then.
Yeah, so I've been playing it a lot today. It's pretty short each level, and it's pretty easy to do, but it's a puzzle game. And if you've seen many mobile game ads, you've probably seen an ad for either this game or one just like it. But they're all like different bottles that have different colors of liquid in them. And like they're layered, and you're trying to like pour them out to like get a full bottle of the same color, like all together. So you're like, mixing and matching, pouring from one bottle into another, trying to get the colors grouped together. And sometimes you put yourself in a position where you have no moves left, you can't do anything, and like that's how you lose basically. And that's happened a few times, but for the most part, it's pretty easy so far.
Yeah,
I kind of hope they make it like maybe a little bit more challenging, or at least like longer to figure out. But it is getting harder. I've only been playing it for 1 day, but it is getting tougher each time a little bit. How many levels are there?
Don't worry, there's over 15,000 levels. So
15,000?
Yeah, so you'll get there.
You just Google that?
Yeah, I saw it on the game, the app.
15,000 levels? That's crazy.
Yeah, like Candy Crush.
I want to check out like what those later levels are like to decide if I want to keep pushing forward, because that's a lot of levels.
It's fun. It's fun.
It's kind of fun. Just as I like puzzle games and games that kind of make me think ahead and like try and figure out. I like that challenge. So, but I don't normally kind of get into mobile games like that, especially the ones that have like a million ads.
Oh, he does it?
Which would mean like after each level.
Oh my
gosh. You have to like watch an ad.
Okay.
And then it's like, oh, you get a reward. You want to claim the reward? You just have to watch an ad. And then I'm like, I kind of want the reward, but like, I don't want to like watch another ad every time they want to give me something. It's like, if I do good, just give me the reward. Don't make me watch another ad.
And that's how they make money.
Yeah. So that's one thing. I'm sure at some point I'll get burned out of watching so many ads all the time. But for now, that's fun. It's a fun game.
I think that's all on my end. What about you for your gaming?
Yeah, so I'm still also playing Marvel Snap on my phone, and I am proud to say that I have not yet purchased the Battle Pass for this season. So last week I said I wasn't going to.
And you still haven't.
And I still haven't.
Oh,
so
good for you.
I have lasted longer than I did last season, as I broke down and ended up buying it early on after I said I wasn't going to. And so I think at this point I'm probably sticking by my decision not to get the Battle Pass. But there's still a ways left before the season's over. So possible it could change, but so far I'm still holding on strong. Proud to report. And then the only other game that I have been playing this week was Warzone. And I was dropping back in with my old duo partner, and playing some of the Battle Royale, some of the Resurgence mode, and kind of trying out some of the newer maps that they've added since we stopped playing.
Okay.
And like mainly the big map, which is where the main like Battle Royale mode is played on for Warzone. And I know like for me in Warzone, like the very beginning of Warzone was the best with Verdansk, that first map that they came out with.
Mm-hmm.
And then they went to the next map, Caldera, and that one I hated. And each map, like these two maps lasted for like, I think 1 to 2 years. So it's not, and you can't like pick and choose like which big map you want to play. Like there's only one out at a time. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of like, all right, well, I'm not really having fun with Warzone anymore. So that's why I stopped playing it for a long time. And then the map after that was kind of like just so. And then this is the first map that I feel like is comparable to Verdansk, the map that's still my favorite.
Yeah.
It's not as good as that one, but it's the best one since.
Okay.
And that's like over the last probably 2 years.
Yeah.
That we haven't really had a map that I've enjoyed in the game. So that's making the experience a lot better.
No wonder you play it more now.
So I'm back to playing quite a little bit of Warzone, at least for now. I did have a game of Resurgence that I think was a personal record for me, but I got 13 kills, which is probably not that crazy for people who are actually good. But for me, only being back for just a few days in Warzone and doing that, it was just a game that everything went right. It was quads, and our whole team was alive at the end, and I had the most damage and kills, and the teamwork was just there. The only thing is, everyone else on my squad was talking in Spanish, and I don't understand Spanish. Very little. Only a few things do I understand in Spanish. And so it was it's funny. I could tell when they were saying my name, obviously. Yeah. Was kind of the only thing. And there was one point, one guy yells, "Agua, agua." And I'm like, "Agua? That's water." And then so like I look in the water, I see an enemy, and I kill him. Then kill the enemy.
That's funny.
That way, and I was like, "Yes."
I knew what
3 years of Spanish class in high school have paid off.
You took it for 3 years, really?
Yeah, 3 years. Yeah, and then I stopped
using
that
little?
it, and I don't know very much. Yeah, I lost like most of it.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, but you could tell like they were so pumped up about like us winning, and at the end, like everyone was like so I didn't know what they were saying, but they were hyped as I was. I do know that for sure. And I was like, I could feel my heart rate going, and like my hands were like getting shaky and stuff like towards the end there, because like the pressure was on when there was only like a few teams left. And the action was intense, and that was probably my most enjoyable game in Warzone in a long time. So that was fun. More Warzone stories to come. But that's it for me for gaming. I don't have as many games on the list this week. So with that, we can get into new game releases. Does that work?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. So for new game releases this week, we have Arzette, the Jewel of Faramore on all consoles and PC. We have Tomb Raider 1 through 3 remastered on all consoles and PC. A Little to the Left on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, and Xbox One. We have Lake on Switch, Played Up on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, and Switch. Mario vs. Donkey Kong on Switch. Skull and Bones on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. And Qomp 2, that's QOMP 2 on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, Switch, and PC. That Qomp one is throwing me off because I feel like every Q should be followed by a U, right?
That's true.
That was what I learned. So maybe they spelled this one wrong, because I thought there's always supposed to be a U after a Q. But it's just Qomp. No U.
Qomp.
Yeah. Any of those stick out to you? Did you ever play any Tomb Raider games?
No.
I don't think we've ever talked about Tomb Raider.
I only watched Tomb Raider movie, but not play any of the games before.
Angelina Jolie ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw all those too. I think I've like seen people play the games, but I never played any of the games myself.
Same.
And Skull and Bones is out, which I don't think you would be interested in trying, because it, from what I've been seeing, a lot like Sea of Thieves. Basically, you're a pirate and you have a ship and you do, I would assume you probably hunt for treasure and get in fights with other pirates and do piratey things.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty similar to probably how we experienced Sea of Thieves, which gave you seasickness, right?
Yeah.
In a video game. So yeah, that was your motion sickness is at another level.
It's too real for me.
Yeah.
I like Plate Up, I think. It's like that. What's that? Overcook.
Is it like Overcooked?
Yeah.
Is it like top down or is it first person or?
It's also like a co-op game.
Oh, so it looks like
kind of like Overcooked, the layout.
Maybe we try it.
Yeah.
Either that or see if there's new stuff in Overcooked because I kind of missed that. That was fun.
Me too.
I've been talking about it more and more lately, and it's kind of making me want to play something like that again. So I'd be down for either one.
Mm-hmm.
Also, A Little to the Left. I don't know what that is about, but the name gets me curious because I'm like, the first thing that came to my mind is we're moving furniture and we need to move it a little to the left, right? Like where one person's like eyeing it and like trying to figure out where it needs to be.
So apparently it's more of a sorting game. Like you sort, it's a cozy puzzle game. So you sort and stack and organize household items into very pleasing arrangements. This is the story of my life, guys. I do this in real life, sorting and stacking and organizing stuff at home.
Yeah, I'm out.
Okay.
I'm out. You can play that one by yourself.
It's a cozy game, apparently. This is so funny. No, yeah, I already do this in real life, so we're good.
All right, cool. Well, why don't you give us the list of Game Pass games this week?
Okay, so new on Game Pass this past week is Bloodstain, Ritual of the Night on console, PC, and cloud. And also A Little to the Left, Kevin, it's on Game Pass. You sure you don't want to try this?
I'm sure. That doesn't change a thing.
And then Plate Up on console, PC, and cloud. And Return to Grace on console, PC, and cloud. Last but not least, Tales of Arise.
Well, Plate Up is on there, which is the one you're talking about.
I know, so
we could try that on Game Pass.
That's true.
No extra cost to us. Your other ones, I don't know what they are. Little to the Left, I will try to avoid, most likely.
In real life or in game?
Both. I already try to avoid it in real life, and it doesn't work. So I can't avoid it in game. Then I'm going to do that. That's it for Game Pass games. We did have one other activity we wanted to do this week, right? With Valentine's Day having just passed, we wanted to do a Valentine's themed this or that.
Yes,
right?
We do.
So we're going to run through some this or that's related to Valentine's Day, and I'm curious how many of these we're going to match up on.
Okay.
I'll start.
Sure. Let me pull up mine too.
So Conversation Hearts or Smarties. Do you know what both those are? Have you had both of those? Conversation Hearts are like, they used to always give them out for Valentine's Day in like this little box, and they would have all these colorful hearts in them that say all kinds of Valentine's Day things like be mine or I love you or I don't know, sweetheart, or I don't know, whatever things they'd say on there.
Yeah. I'll say Conversation Hearts because they look pretty.
They're better to look at, and they're kind of like that classic Valentine's Day thing, but Smarties are just way better to eat in my opinion. I never really liked eating the Valentine's Day hearts. So I would say Smarties.
Okay. My turn.
Okay.
Movie theaters or Netflix?
Probably Netflix. I feel like,
on Valentine, I guess Netflix is cozy.
Yeah, you can cuddle up with a blanket and
that's true.
Have a glass of wine or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Oh, you totally changed my mind there. I actually wanted to say movie theater.
I feel like that happens a lot on this podcast. I know,
maybe I should answer first, then you.
Probably. Okay, roses or sunflowers?
Roses for me.
I feel like sunflowers aren't a Valentine's Day thing. I don't know why.
It is. For some people, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I would say roses too. Like, not that I would get roses, but like if I were to pick something, I would probably pick roses versus sunflowers.
Gotcha. Fancy restaurant or home cooked meal?
I think a home cooked meal goes with the Netflix date.
That's true.
Although if it's Valentine's Day, I'm like,
I
don't cook, so like, or very little.
Now, putting Pop-Tarts in the toaster does not count as cooking,
Yeah,
Kevin.
I can make you a bowl of cereal.
Okay.
But Yeah, so I wouldn't like if I said home cooked meal, I wouldn't want you to have to like cook on Valentine's Day or something. But so
thank you.
I would say fancy dinner.
Oh, thank you. So thoughtful. Fancy dinner for me too.
Okay, how about this one? Flowers or balloons?
Flowers, definitely flowers.
I don't know. Does anybody give balloons on Valentine's Day? I'm sure they do. They do have like
They
heart-shaped
have
balloons.
A lot
right?
of balloons in Kroger's.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like it's flowers and then you could like add a balloon
Maybe
to that. But I feel like flowers are like the base. Like that's the most common go-to thing.
True.
I'd probably say flowers too.
I think that's the one thing that we miss out this year. I normally get balloons for your mom too, with the flowers, but this year I only got her flowers. Because I know the kids are going to fight over the balloon anyway, so.
Yeah, the kids would probably get it, so it doesn't really matter.
True.
Kids don't care about flowers.
That's
I'll tell you
true.
that. So flowers are fine.
Yep. Chocolate strawberries or chocolate fondue?
Well, what's chocolate fondue? Isn't that just like you dip stuff in chocolate?
Yeah, kind of like a fountain of liquidy chocolate that you put.
Well, I don't really like strawberries.
marshmallow.
I don't like strawberries that much, so I would do chocolate fondue with bananas, marshmallows.
Ooh, marshmallows. Yeah, I was gonna say marshmallows.
Maybe like even like graham crackers or something.
Yeah.
Dipping it in the. I don't know.
I don't think people dip graham crackers, do
You
they?
can.
I think you can. Yeah.
With the marshmallow,
banana
you do the marshmallow
sounds
and
good.
the graham cracker, and make like a s'more out of it.
An
Ooh.
uncooked s'more.
Yeah, basically, that would probably still be pretty good.
Yeah. You should try.
There's a lot of things I would do. Even like blueberries or something would be good.
Ooh, you can dip a lot of things in the fondue. I think the kids will have fun with that.
Okay, how about this one? Brunch or dinner for Valentine's Day?
Dinner.
Dinner? I would say brunch.
You've always been a brunch person.
Especially like if it's on the weekend, right? Because brunch doesn't really work during the work week. But yeah, I mean, it's nice because it usually means you're sleeping in a little bit. You're not having to get up early to go out for breakfast. And you're kind of opening up the menu for breakfast or lunch.
Okay.
And sometimes that means mimosas with brunch.
Yep. Sounds good. I love mimosas. I'm in. I'm open
I
to
mean, I'm in
mimosas
either way,
with breakfast even.
Yeah.
But I would choose dinner. But I guess practicality wise, since we have children, brunch would be easier because then you don't have to worry about putting them down for bed. It's just like the babysitter could watch them over brunch. So yeah, I agree.
Okay. I changed your mind again.
Yes, you did.
All right. What's the next one?
Rom-com or a horror?
I think you already know the answer to that one for me. I would say rom-com.
Yay.
I'm not really into horror.
I would say neither, actually.
Watch horror on Valentine's Day?
I know some people do, I guess. But I wouldn't really like rom-com as much. I think my favorite is still like action shows, like action comedy. But I guess rom-com, since this is the only choice, we do rom-com together.
Okay.
Ooh.
Sounds good. Okay. For Valentine's Day date, would you rather have a surprise date or a planned date?
Surprise. No, wait.
Where like I would know the date, but like it would be a surprise to you.
No. I think I like plan.
Do you want to know all the details beforehand?
No, yes, and no. Well, yes.
No, yes. No, yes is not a.
Okay,
that's not
fine.
a word.
It's yes. Because I need to know
Wait, what
how
was
to
yes
dress
again?
up.
Oh, so yes, you do want to know what's going on.
Yeah, so I can dress up and prepare for it. Like going in flip-flops to a fancy restaurant and then getting...
Well, I wouldn't do that. I'd be like, we're going to go somewhere, but dress up.
Oh, okay, good. Otherwise, I get a short shame.
Yeah.
Inside joke, guys.
Your turn.
Would you rather get an expensive gift or go on vacation?
Probably go on vacation.
Ah.
Depending like where, because I could, if it's going somewhere on vacation that I like to go, I'm assuming it would be, then yes, I'd rather do that than getting something expensive.
Ah.
Maybe it depends on how expensive. I don't know. Like, also depends on what. There's a lot of question marks for me on this one. But just, I mean, my first thought was vacation.
Same. I'll choose vacation over the expensive gifts.
Yeah. So build those memories.
Mm-hmm.
Attend a cooking class or go to a concert.
Concert all the way.
Yeah, I kind of figured you'd say that, and I would say the same thing.
Oh. Although some people find it like romantic to cook together, but I feel like if it's just you and me trying to cook something together, it would be like played up. Or overcooked.
Yeah, overcooked. I feel like I probably could really benefit from the cooking class, but I would enjoy the concert a lot more.
Yes. And how many have we asked each other?
I have no idea. I lost count a long time ago. I'm just picking and choosing from the list we have here. Maybe just like one or two more.
Okay.
So, attending a Valentine's Day party or a Valentine's Day outdoor activity?
Probably outdoor activity.
And what would it be?
What? I don't know.
I'm asking you this in preparation for next year.
Like a picnic. A
Okay,
barbecue
yeah,
picnic.
we've done that
thing.
before.
On Valentine's?
Pretty sure.
Don't think. Wrong girl.
No, we've done. Remember, we set up a table in the back of the truck. Was that our anniversary or was that Valentine's Day?
Oh, that was. Hang on. That was not Valentine's Day. The one in the back of the truck was my birthday.
What about the one where we set up the table in the backyard and kind of had like a outdoor picnic thing out there?
I think that was not.
Wasn't that Valentine's Day?
I'm not sure.
I must have done something neat on Valentine's Day.
I thought that was also an anniversary thing. Because remember, we have 2 anniversaries a year.
That's true.
So
we have a double anniversary. If you have any questions of how that's possible, let us know, and we will go into detail with you on that.
Yeah, we got married twice to each other.
Yeah. Not really, but hard to explain.
Yeah, but yeah, I think activity instead of a party with other people, like it would be cool to do like a barbecue, picnic, Valentine's.
Yeah, I think a picnic is a cool idea. Or something that came up in my head was like kayaking, but like taking sandwiches or something to like go out on like a lake or something and have lunch out there. I don't know, and just relax.
Like riding a gondola and then sit down together and eat. Well, if you're going to eat, someone has to steer the boat. So someone would be like paddling us, and then we'll be like enjoying a champagne and our picnic. So romantic, like what they do in Italy. Anyways.
I don't think I've seen any of those here though.
There is one in Vegas.
Oh, okay, interesting.
In the Venetian.
Cool. Your turn, maybe last one.
Yes. Last one, and I reserved the best question for the last.
Ooh, okay.
Being late to your Valentine's Day reservation or misplacing your Valentine's Day card?
I would say, so if we were traveling together, I think it's okay to be late because we're late together, right? But like if you're meeting somebody for Valentine's Day date, I wouldn't want to be late, right? Like us, we're always going to be going together pretty much. So that's fine. But like if I were meeting you there, then if like this is while we were dating, then I'd probably rather misplace the Valentine's Day card because I can just always say like, oh, I thought I had it with me. I have it. And I'll give it to you like right after this.
Yeah.
Or something versus like showing up late. And it depends how long late is still. I have all kinds of questions about some of these, but
you overthink stuff.
I do
don't
overthink them. Yeah, there's so many variables that are missing from this. So
okay. Well, but that's it, right?
Yeah.
That was
well,
the last
what do you
one?
didn't answer? What would you rather do?
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. I think I would rather misplace the card as well.
Than being late?
Than being late, yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
It's the same.
Yep. That's it for our Valentine's Day, this or that. So let's run through where everyone can find us. On social media, over on YouTube, Gamer Parents Podcast, where we post every single episode of this podcast in audio version.
Yep.
Also on twitter.com/gamerparentspod or over on Instagram at
gamer_parents_podcast.
We are also on Twitch, streaming once a week every Tuesday night at 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. However, we will not be live over there this Tuesday, which should be the day that this drops, as we will be busy that evening.
Yep.
And we will be back the following Tuesday, and hopefully every Tuesday after that.
Yeah.
So be sure to follow us over there, twitch.tv/gamerparentspod. If you could give us a like, follow, subscribe, whatever it is, wherever it is, we would greatly appreciate it. We do love those Apple Podcasts reviews, and we promise to read out any reviews that are left there, whether they are good or bad reviews. The best place to come and hang out with us would definitely be our Discord server, where we are always talking about life and gaming and
parenting
advice and pretty much anything. I mean, there's nothing really that's off topic. We're also usually in the voice chats in the Discord, so if you ever want to pop in and say hello, and we would love to hear from you. But that is it for episode number 77.
We'll catch you in the next one.
That's a wrap. Bye-bye.
Bye.